Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time finding us, we are a family from Summerville, South Carolina, and in just 59 short days, we are making a permanent move to Brazil. We are selling everything we own, and we're arriving with just our suitcases in hand. Today I want to tell you about one of my most favorite places to visit when I'm on vacation in Brazil. Brazil's laid-back beach paradise called Porto de Galinhas. In Porto de Galinhas, you'll see these rustic sailboats called jangadas. And here, normally they're used for fishing, but here they bring the tourists out to the tidal pools at low tide. And later in this video, you'll see those tidal pools and see what a excellent experience this is to swim with the local marine life. And once you arrive at this beach with its golden sands and clear turquoise water, there's no reason to leave. You have restaurants, you have alcohol right on the beach, you have corn on the cob, coconut water, barbecue cheese. That's a thing here. There's just no reason to leave. The water's beautiful. It's always clear just like this. And believe it or not, Brazil is one of the cheapest places you can vacation. In Porto de Galinhas, you can get an Airbnb for $50 a night, and you're right next to the ocean. You're right at the sand. If you want to move out of the United States, you want to move to Brazil, you can move to Porto de Galinhas and get a one-bedroom apartment right near the beach for no more than $800. And believe it or not, airline tickets are not that expensive to fly to Brazil. We normally fly from Fort Lauderdale or Orlando direct to Recife, Brazil, which is about 1 hour from this beach. And in the off season, around October, November, or March, and then forward, you can get a round trip ticket between $500 and $600. My wife and I have been coming to this beach since before our daughter was born. We've come here every year, and after our daughter was born, she's coming with us. And just like her daddy, she's like a little fish. We both love the beach. No matter where that beach is, we love it. We love to be around it. It's healing, it's therapeutic, it's just what most people need. Now, what about the weather? The weather here is pretty perfect. Just about all year long, every day, it's going to be about 86 degrees. There's no hurricanes. There's no tornadoes. Their seasons are the opposite of ours. Their summertime is our winter time. That's when it's the hottest here, but it's still not that bad. If you get under a tree and some shade, you feel perfectly fine. Unlike the southern United States where it's just humid. It's not like that in this part of Brazil. And their winter time from about May through September, it's their rainy season. So you're going to get more rain, but the temperature is still going to be in the high 80s. You see here we're taking off on one of these sailboats. We're heading out to the tidal pool. It really doesn't take that long to get out there, probably about 15 minutes. You can just see that wreath out there. Obviously there's no motors on these boats, and these guys that are swinging these oars, they're in some good shape. They do this all day during low tide, all the way out there and all the way back, pushing all these people out there. If you're looking for the perfect workout plan, this might be the job for you. All day. You see here we're arriving at the reef. All these other sailboats are already out here full of customers. Again, this only costs $10, and you're out there for probably over an hour. And you get to go in the tidal pools and swim with the fish. Got all these sergeant majors swimming around, and the sailboat operators usually have a little food they'll throw in there or let you feed the fish. But when you're walking around, you have to be very careful. There are sea urchins all over this reef, and if you get a piece of one of their little thorns or horns in your foot, you're gonna know it, and you're gonna know it for days. Trust me. You see my wife Amanda here drinking one of these cute little owl drinks. It probably cost about $10 US, if I remember correctly. Now, I spent 23 years in the military, and I've been many places in the world. I've been to many beaches, and this place is just really unique. Most of the tourists here are Brazilian. You may see a few Europeans, maybe, but not many people are going to speak English here. If I didn't have my wife, I'd be pretty lost.
Hi, buddy. Hi.
This here is a local all-inclusive resort we stayed at. It's really beautiful. It's not very far from Porto de Galinhas. It's probably about a 20-minute ride. And obviously it's a private beach. All your drinks and food are included. It's just a really nice, relaxing place. They have giant koi ponds on the property. They have macaw parrots just hanging out on the property. They have a little section with bunny rabbits the kids can play with. They have a playground. They have a gym. What's funny about this resort, I remember, is that they have like this giant metal gate that they open for you to come or go. And before you can leave the resort, you have to show the gate guard that you paid for your stay before they'll let you out of the gate. So I found that kind of humorous.
Pode ir assim na mala ou na mochila. Tem simples para montar, é só um detalhe só que ele se encaixa aqui na frente. Encaixou essa casa.
This is kind of funny. I asked my wife to order some fried fish, and this is what they came out with. I said, "What is this? ballyhoo or ballyhoo that they used to catch bigger fish with. I said, this is bait. I was like, I can't eat this. So we gave it some guy who was selling coconut water, and he tore that stuff up. And he thought that was like the best free meal he ever had. Put your foot over here. Show how big it is. It's fine. Put your foot over there so you can see how big it is. Come on, put your foot over. Woo, he jumped.
When the sun goes down, Porto de Galinhas have streets open just for pedestrians. It's a nice, beautiful, warm, safe area. Probably about a mile and a half of just shops and crafts and restaurants and bars and entertainment. And this is probably like even on a Monday night or Tuesday night. It's a strange thing in Brazil. I found that it doesn't matter if it's a Sunday night, like a school night or a work night. People are out. People are out walking around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. It's very normal here. Whereas back in the States, you're home, it's a school night. They don't have the same mentality in Brazil, in my experience. Something else I want to point out about my experiences in Brazil. No matter where I go, there's alcohol readily available on the streets. People selling it by the cart, and maybe $2 or $3 for a mixed drink. I've never seen a Brazilian falling down drunk. I've never seen a Brazilian acting like an idiot. In my opinion, if this was back in the States, it would have been messed up a long time ago. Americans would have had this place shut down. There'd be cops everywhere because, in my experience, a lot of people don't know how to behave back in the States, and if you get something nice, they're going to mess it up. And speaking of drinks, here's one of those alcohol carts. And if I remember correctly, I was getting the national drink, the Caparinas, about $2, if that. So basically, for $6 or $8, I could be drunk and be home sleeping in my room. It's just crazy how cheap things are there. And something else to think about, they don't have a tipping culture there. It is very abnormal for anyone to tip anybody. You don't tip anybody at a restaurant or services at a coffee shop or one of these little makeshift bars. You do not leave tips. If you do, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. Now, this was a new thing for me. I've never seen this in Brazil before. This person had a mobile tropical fish store. I've never seen this in all of my life in Brazil. I mean, if you can think of something they can put on a bicycle to sell, I would never think of tropical fish. Also, you'll see in these towns in Brazil, there's a lot of stray animals, and we always feed the animals. It's just our thing. I was so proud of myself. I went to the store and I bought some dog treats and dog food. Well, these dogs, they're not used to eating dog food and dog treats, and they just looked at me like I was stupid. They want scraps from your plate. They want bones, and they want whatever else you didn't finish eating on your plate. They don't want dog food. However, the kitty cats, they did like their kibble. So there's not much we can do for these animals. They're everywhere, and just made us feel a little bit better by feeding them. At least they got one meal that day, And for the most part, people are really kind to these animals. They're always really friendly to them, and it's just something that's close to our hearts that we want to reach out and give these animals a little treat, and let them know that somebody's thinking about them. I don't know if that sounds dumb, but it's just something that we do, no matter where we visit in Brazil. This dog just fell in love with my wife. It didn't necessarily want a treat or anything. It just was just really attracted to her and was trying to follow her back to our Airbnb. We felt really bad because even though we're trying to give him a little soft cat food, that's all we had left, and he's like, "What is this?" He's like, "I don't know what that is," but it's just a kind dog. Hey everyone, if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you like this content, let us know. If you'd like to see something else, let us know. Our plan is once we arrive in Brazil, we're gonna show you our life there and how things are different between the United States and Brazil. But go ahead and keep following along, and things are going to get real interesting in the near future.